Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to
All right, ladies
say
and
it.
gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, from the studios of our Myrtle Beach affiliate, WXMB. Very generous to allow us to use their studio. It is great to have you with us. So, Donald Trump is now the 2016 Republican presidential nominee. On Tuesday, it marked the second day of the Republican National Convention. And after going over the top with 1,543 delegates, Donald Trump surpassed the 1,237 requirement to obtain the GOP nomination. And this officially makes Donald Trump the Republican nominee. Now, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan also announced the final count after everything was tallied, and he confirmed the nomination of Donald Trump. And he's officially the nominee. The delegation from Texas, even though they voted for Ted Cruz in their, primary, which, it's not all that surprising because, Ted Cruz is the senator from Texas, they were still very supportive of Donald Trump and said that we are proudly casting the, votes that went to Trump. And they announced that as being votes to the next president of the United States. So, everyone was, it seemed, coming together around Donald Trump. That was until Ted Cruz took to the stage. And a lot of people have been talking about this, especially today, because Ted Cruz would not endorse Donald Trump. He spoke at the Republican National Convention, and that was on Wednesday. And he told people, rather than saying, vote for Donald Trump, he stated, everybody needs to turn out in November and vote your conscience up and down the ticket. Well, that's insinuating just turn out, not to necessarily vote for the presidency, but vote for the elected officials that are running in other positions. So that's why a lot of people are really upset and are perturbed by what Ted Cruz did, because he failed to endorse the Republican nominee after he signed a pledge that he would. Because how many of you remember, I think it was the first Republican debate, it was on Fox News. Basically, they were trying to trip Trump up, okay? So what they decided to do was they asked a question, all right, which of you, will you guys promise to vote for the Republican nominee, to support the Republican nominee? And everyone raised their hands, including Ted Cruz, except Donald Trump. Donald Trump did not raise his hand. But then what the Republican Party decided to do was to create a pledge. And if Donald Trump and every other candidate did not sign that pledge, they would not be permitted to be in the Republican primary. So what did Donald Trump do? Donald Trump signed the pledge along with Ted Cruz, along with Jeb Bush, along with every other candidate that was running for the presidency on the Republican side. But now that we're finding out that Ted Cruz is given this opportunity to speak at the RNC, he failed to endorse Donald Trump. And you know exactly what his motive is. He's planning on Donald Trump absolutely making a mess of things in November. And if Donald Trump doesn't get the presidency, Ted Cruz is going to come back in 2020 and he's going to run then. Even if Donald Trump, or if Donald Trump's a bad president, he could always challenge him in a primary like Pat Buchanan did to President George H.W. Bush. So that's one thing that you want to look at. Ted Cruz is planning on running for the office again. But the thing is that you would think that if he is going to run for the presidency, he would want the Republicans on his side. But he's made so many enemies in Washington, and then to speak at Trump's convention without even endorsing him, it's an insult. And from what we're seeing here, Donald Trump apparently stated that he knew about the speech 2 hours early, but he decided to let him speak anyway. He already got there. He said that and here's the thing, guys, after Ted Cruz refused to endorse Donald Trump even tweeted this out, said Ted Cruz got booed off the stage, and he did. All the news media outlets are reporting it. You have Breitbart that's saying Ted Cruz booed after failing to endorse Trump, stated vote your conscience. You have Yahoo.com, Ted Cruz booed Leslie as he refuses to endorse Donald Trump. It's just article after article in here. It's this other article in Business Insider is saying that Ted Cruz is condemned. Ted Cruz faces GOP knives for anti-Trump message at RNC. So a lot of people are really angry at Ted Cruz for what he decided to do. And guys, see, here's the thing that really gets me, all right? Because I understand why Ted Cruz has a problem with endorsing Trump. I understand that. Because, for crying out loud, the guy did say that that Cruz's father, Donald Trump said that Cruz's father could have potentially had a part in the Kennedy assassination. So, I understand why it was very hard for Ted Cruz to come out and endorse Donald Trump after, remarks like that were made. But see, here's the thing that you have to remember, that everybody has to remember. Okay? Donald Trump did not start this fight. Donald Trump did not start this absolute craziness that has taken place between him and Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz started it. Because, guys, here's the important thing that you have to remember. Back in the fall of last year, it was reported by this show. We reported it on Cowger Network. No one else really talked about it all that much because no one else really cared. But we care about truth here, so I covered it, okay? But anyway, Donald Trump loved Ted Cruz. He loved him. Ted Cruz liked Donald Trump. And Trump always, at every rally that he was at, where he mentioned Ted Cruz, he would compliment the guy. Because Ted Cruz and Donald Trump predominantly have the same views. Whether anyone wants to admit that or not, they share a lot of similar ideological traits. Both of them support border security. Both of them want to see a wall built. Both of them have conservative tax plans. We can go on and on and on. But Donald Trump said something, I think it was in September. I have the audio bit, it's at home though. It was back in September. He stated that, we're really running neck and neck in the polls right now. I'm up to Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is competing with me. So I would expect Ted Cruz to start punching at me here very soon. And it's going to be a sad day. I'm going to hate to do it, but we are going to punch back and it will be very strong. That's what Donald Trump stated at a rally. But he was complimenting Ted Cruz, predicting that Cruz would take a punch at him. And guess what happened? Ted Cruz took a punch at Donald Trump before Trump even said anything negative about Ted Cruz. He had nothing but positive things to say. Ted Cruz decided to punch at Donald Trump, and you know what he said? Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the article right here if I can. Ted Cruz stated that Donald Trump could not be trusted with the nuclear codes. That's seriously what he said. Donald Trump cannot be trusted with the nuclear codes, and he said this at a private fundraiser. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the article here for you. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, it's on here somewhere, but I'm going to have to research it here, probably go into the custom range thing here on Google. But, guys, Ted Cruz started this entire thing. Started this feud between Trump and him. And the thing that really gets me is that how in the world can you say that Donald Trump is fully responsible here for this big thing that took place? Oh, Trump's so bully. Always says he's at when Ted Cruz started, the punches. Because up to that point, Donald Trump liked Ted Cruz. He liked him. He didn't have anything negative to say about him. So that's the thing that gets me is that, and here I'm still looking for the article here. Yeah. It was reported by The Hill. You guys can go and look it up for yourself. I'm having a hard time finding it on here. But originally what happened was that Ted Cruz attacked Donald Trump at a fundraiser that was going on. And then what ended up happening after that was that Trump responded, you know what, why are you So cowardice that you're going to say that at a, here we go. Back on December 11th. Here we got it. Leaked Ted Cruz audio has Donald Trump readying attack. This is from Washington, from CNN, released on December 11th of 2011. The most enduring love fest in the 2016 presidential race may soon be coming to an end. Donald Trump is licking his chops. The GOP frontrunner has pledged repetitively during the primary to only go after his opponents after they attack, which that's what he said. And the outspoken mogul has thus far been unable to justify aiming his sharp tongue at rival Senator Ted Cruz, who has only spoken well of his opponent on the trail. But now the Texas Republicans' comments at a private fundraiser have leaked, and Trump is signaling that he is about ready to throw it all down. And Trump stated on Twitter back on December 11th of 2015, looks like Ted Cruz is readying to attack. I am leading by so much, he must. I hope so. He will fall like all the others. It will be easy. So Ted Cruz punched Trump first. Trump punched back. It was, fair game. Ted Cruz started it. So Cruz started a fight, and then when Donald Trump fought back, what? Doesn't plays as the victim now? Poor Ted Cruz, Trump, that guy's such a bully. Ted Cruz bullied Trump first, and Trump just absolutely wiped the floor with him, to be completely honest with you. I say that as somebody who liked Ted Cruz. I've told you guys before, I'm a Huckabee guy more. So that's what people were saying. Caiden, you're such a sellout for going for Trump. No, I support a Huckabee. After Huckabee's out, it's like, yeah, go Trump. All right, fine. Cruz gets it? Yeah, go Cruz. Whatever. My guy's out. I don't care. But Donald Trump, I personally believe that he's going to be a fine president. I think he's going to do an absolutely phenomenal job in the presidency. I like the guy. But the thing that I don't like is when you act like you're the victim after you try to victimize somebody, and we saw that with Ted Cruz time and time again, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. The reason why Ted Cruz lost is because of because of his conservative ideology, but the reason why he lost is simply because he doesn't know how to run a presidential campaign without it being scandalous. Because, guys, I have to tell you, when Ted Cruz first announced that he was running for the presidency, because he was the first one to do it out of all of them, yeah, fantastic. I was so happy, so thrilled. We were covering it on Cowger Network. But the thing is, about all that, is that Ted Cruz, rather than running an honorable campaign, a professional campaign, he lied about his opponents. His campaign did anyway. He lied about Ben Carson, saying that he was dropping out of the race when he wasn't. His campaign did it with Marco Rubio, saying that Marco Rubio stated that there weren't any answers in the Bible. And then actually it turns out that Marco Rubio said that all the answers are in the Bible. So they tried to exploit Marco Rubio's, I guess, being some sort of secret Satanist to try to cause him to lose more votes, especially with evangelical. I don't know what he was going for there, but it was just one thing after another. And that's why Ted Cruz lost, because of that stuff. Had he stayed away from that and actually just focused on what he wanted to do in the presidency, he would have potentially won the nomination. I think it's hard to beat Trump, but he would have had a much better chance than what he had. But I'll tell you exactly what took place. Trump loved Cruz, Cruz loved Trump. That's why CNN referred to it as this big, massive love fest between the two candidates. Trump liked Cruz, Cruz liked Trump. You want me to tell you what got into Cruz's head? Glenn Beck. Because Glenn Beck was touring the country along with Ted Cruz and was filling Ted Cruz's head that Trump is this awful big government guy. He's going to completely mutilate the country. He's as liberal as you. He's as liberal as Obama. And Glenn Beck was twisting Cruz's mind into believing that, and Cruz fell for it. He went along with it.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762.
Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
I'm telling you, I do. I think that is one how I think Glenn Beck got into Ted Cruz's head, and that's what took place. But guys, I'm serious. I like Ted Cruz. I think he's a phenomenal senator. He's as conservative as you can get when it comes to a lot of the issues out there. Although I did notice that little pandering thing that he did on the LGBT thing. You guys hear about that? He decided to specifically point out, if you're straight, we got to defend your rights. If you're gay, we got to defend your rights. And I understand that. That's fine, because that's legitimate. I mean, the Bill of Rights apply to everybody, despite what sexual orientation you are. But that was clearly a pandering moment for Ted Cruz. He was clearly trying to pander there. And I'm sorry, but it's stupid. I think it's so completely dumb how they try to pander to different groups out there, and that's something you wouldn't have heard from Ted Cruz before. But it does reveal, I'll put it this way, all right? More than likely, if Mike Huckabee was up there, you would not hear him make a remark like that, this little pandering remark that Ted Cruz made right there regarding the LGBT thing. And Huckabee had actually warned conservatives before, saying that Cruz was wishy-washy on that issue, even though he was, recognized as being predominantly in support of traditional marriage. Huckabee said, a little bit of wishy-washy there. And when he makes a pandering remark like that, you sort of wonder if it was just all a pandering thing. Because, guys, it's politics. It's politics. And I'm just going to tell you, I understand that Ted Cruz was trying to apply basically for the same job as Donald Trump in the primary. Okay, but Ted Cruz stated at that fundraiser that Donald Trump, so many words, does not have the temperament to be in charge of the nuclear codes. Because once again, I'm going to read this for you again, because you guys have to understand this. While it doesn't matter how much I like a person regarding their ideology, it doesn't matter how much I respect a person because of it, how much I agree with a person like I do with Ted Cruz. Because like I said, I am as conservative as you can get. But the thing is, guys, when you start picking on people for no reason, which is basically what Ted Cruz is doing, for stupid reasons, I'm sorry, don't cry baby when you end up getting your face, knocked out, when you end up getting your teeth knocked in. Because what took place, and people need to remember this, Donald Trump and Ted Cruz loved each other. CNN referred to it as being this massive love fest in the 2016 presidential race. From their December 11th article, they stated, the most enduring love fest in the 2016 presidential race may be soon coming to an end. And Donald Trump is licking his chops. Why? Because word's getting out that Ted Cruz, senator from Texas, has been attacking Donald Trump and attacked him at a private fundraiser. And what did he say at the private fundraiser? He stated that basically, in so many words, we can't trust Donald Trump with his hands on the nuclear codes. So what is that insinuating? That's a pretty big insult right there. That's basically insinuating, Trump becomes president, we're all going to die. Isn't that great? Yeah, vote for me, Ted Cruz. That's basically what he stated. That's what he said. I mean, guys, that is a Jimmy Carter tactic. You remember that? Jimmy Carter back from the 1980s? Jimmy Carter stated that if Ronald Reagan gets elected, your children, they're going to die. He released that advertisement of where there was this little girl that was in this field picking up the flowers, playing, picking up the little tulips, tiptoe through the tulips. Yeah, that little Jimmy Carter. Put that ad out there. And then all of a sudden, the little girl just completely gets bombarded with a nuke. Boom. Why they would target that little girl and not a high population city? We don't know, but that was Jimmy Carter's ad, okay? That's what Jimmy Carter did. And then what does Ted Cruz do? He pulls the same exact stunt on Donald Trump using a Jimmy Carter tactic, and then wonders why Donald Trump decided to attack him. Oh, he hurt me. He hurt my feelings. I'm sorry, guys. As much as I like Ted Cruz, as much as I respect the guy, as much as I think that he's a phenomenal senator, as much as I think that he's an absolutely, wonderful conservative, those tactics are stupid. When you play with fire, you're going to get burnt. Trump is not fire. Trump is something far hotter than fire, and Ted Cruz found that out because his career, quite frankly, after this, could potentially go up in smokes. And I'm saying that not as someone who wants to see that. I'm saying that as somebody who's being truthful. Because his only shot now at ever becoming president would be, number one, well, I can't even say if Donald Trump would lose the presidency. Because if Donald Trump would lose this election, people are already saying, including, I think it was 11 delegates from Texas, his constituents, stated it'll be because Ted Cruz did that. That'll be why. And Hillary Clinton is already exploiting this entire thing, according to what we have here from Breitbart.com. Hillary Clinton is already putting out there and exploiting that Ted Cruz failed to hold true to his pledge. It was by Patrick Howley from Breitbart. So, I mean, guys, even if Donald Trump does not win the presidency, that could really weaken Cruz's chances at even getting the presidency, period. His only chance would be for Donald Trump to win and then turn out to be this massive liberal. That's his only shot at getting the presidency, is Trump being a bad president. That's it. He is putting his entire career on line, guessing that Trump is going to be this horrible president and he's going to look into challenging him in 2020. Because everyone's saying, Cruz is just, this is what the mainstream media, not lamestream media, mainstream media, although the other one's the truth, the mainstream media was stating, you know what they said? Ted Cruz, he's just getting ready, he's getting prepared to run in 2020. That's what's taking place. He's getting ready to run in 2020. He's just setting himself up. There's nothing to worry. He's just working on his future political career. That's what we saw taking place. No, that's not it at all. Okay? Because if Trump loses, you know what the Cruz people are going to say? They're going to be saying, well, see, we would have selected Ted Cruz. We might have won. Well, number one, Ted Cruz is going to have to learn as not looking like a bad guy, because when you fail miserably in a Republican presidential campaign and you look like you're trying to take out your own people like that, that could be damaging in a general election. If you're known as a dirty fighter, people are going to look at you as being just that, a sleaze. And that's the thing that you want to stay away from. So, guys, it's that's really what a lot of the people who were on his campaign were. They were sleazes. I mean, the guy that served as his campaign manager caused another guy. This was I think out of Georgia or somewhere down here in the South. But the guy who served as Ted Cruz's campaign manager was working for an attorney general campaign. You know what happened? He released an ad on the Rush Limbaugh show, and Rush had nothing to do with it because it was on a local station. But it was an ad that played locally during the Rush Limbaugh show, making fun of this guy's appearance that, was challenging his opponent in the Republican primary, I believe. I think it was a primary. But anyway, started making fun of this guy's appearance. He just looks like Barney Fife. That's what you can hear in this ad. And you know what happened to the attorney general guy? The attorney general had severe depression problems and had severe self-esteem issues. The guy killed himself. And he cited that ad. He cited that ad as being one of the things that was really bothering him. It really hurt him, and he told his pastor that. I think it was, I think it was a pastor, because I don't know what you call him, like I think he was Presbyterian. And then you have that other guy that lied about Marco Rubio.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had
Well,
to say
guys,
it.
we have some more news here for you. Michael Moore. I won't insult him today, although you know I could. That's all that matters. Michael Moore told Bill Maher that Trump is going to win. So you're having a lot of liberals just absolutely panicking. What's going to happen? He's going to get he's got the nomination. He's going to get the presidency. What's happening? Michael Moore. The filmmaker appeared on Maher's Real Time with Bill Maher, according to the Hollywood Reporter. I think I said that like I was drunk. Hollywood Reporter, don't drink. That's wrong. GOP convention special on Wednesday. Michael Moore told Bill Maher that he thinks that Donald Trump will win the election during Wednesday's special edition of Real Time with Bill Maher for the Republican National Convention. Maher first, I can't talk. Bill. Okay, I'll call him Bill. I can't pronounce his last name right now. So, I tell you, vacation's getting to me. What's the use of talking anymore? Bill Maher, I'll say it that way, first took the stage at his Los Angeles studio to give his take on 3 days, on a 3-day thing that he has seen a rebellion on the convention floor, accusations of plagiarism and booing of prominent speakers. Bill started things off of a bit late. Mike Pence wouldn't shut up to an enthusiastic response from his audience. Speakers at Wednesday's Make America First Again themed program at the RNC included Ted Cruz, Newt Gingrich, Mike Pence, blah, 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 blah. Bill's first guests were documentary filmmaker Michael Moore, MSNBC host Joy Ann Reid, and Savage Love columnist Dan Savage. Oh, Dan Savage, yeah. That guy from the It Gets Better campaign for the LGBTers. After 3 nights of watching the Republican conventions, it's great to be here with my gay black communist pals, Bill Maher said of his guests. Moore drew gasps from the audience when he stated his belief that Trump would win the election. I'm sorry to have to be the buzzkill here so early on, but I think Trump is going to win. The audience booed, but Maher responded that the enemy is complacency and that he was glad. Moore said it because he certainly could win. That was Bill Maher and what's his name? Michael Moore. I'm so used to calling him something else. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. No, Michael Moore. So that was Michael Moore and Bill Maher. Both of them think that Donald Trump could definitely win the presidency. Guys, I tell you, liberals are afraid. They are very, very worried. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to take somebody very, very bold in order to reverse a lot of the policies that President Obama has enacted. You know it. I know it. Donald Trump could get the job done. And it will be quite interesting to see how everything pans out when he's going to be in there. One thing is for sure, it's definitely going to be an exciting time for me. I'm going to be on here, able to host a radio show. Because, see, one of the things that everyone was worried about, especially when, after George Bush won the presidency, was how is Rush Limbaugh going to be able to survive now that you have President Bush as the president? Because he's going to have nobody to criticize now. And, Rush is so talented he found a way. But, this is really great for me because I'm going from a Democratic president where all I do is criticize to going to a potentially Republican president that's very entertaining. So, us in the radio industry don't really have to worry about anything, which is really nice. And late night, too. No, I'm kidding. But I think I do. I think that Donald Trump is going to win the presidency, personally. I think it's going to be a very huge landslide. I knew that when a lot of the young people over, even West Virginia is totally for Trump. I mean, everybody is voting for Donald Trump. You have Democrats voting for Trump. You have Republicans voting for Trump. We're probably the most Trump state in the union. Okay. But a lot of the millennials in West Virginia, especially, I can tell you, love Donald Trump. First thing when I walked in, and I tell this story all the time, first thing when I walked into the school to get my schedule last year, going into my junior year, everyone said, Caiden, who are you supporting for president? And I said, well, I like Ted Cruz a lot. I would like to see him as the nominee. I like Mike Huckabee. Mike Huckabee's my guy. Supported him before. I want to see him as president. Donald Trump is a good guy too, though, and I wouldn't mind seeing him elected either. Oh, that's who we're going for. We're going completely for Donald Trump. And everyone was telling me this, especially when school started. Then I see everybody coming to me, and they start, hey, Caiden, we're really going for Trump. You like Trump? I like the wall. Yeah, we want the wall. I mean, teens like Trump, and I would not be surprised if we end up seeing Donald Trump win with millennials, and I'll tell you why. You listen to Donald Trump's message and you listen to Hillary Clinton's, okay? Hillary Clinton is presenting a message that no matter how hard you work, you're basically not going to prosper because they're going to tax you to death. That's what she's saying, okay? But then you have Donald Trump on the other end, who's saying that we're going to lower taxes for everybody, and we're going to put Americans back to work, and we're going to get jobs coming back in here. We're going to get manufacturing jobs come back in here. We're going to fix the economy. And then you have Hillary Clinton on the other end. We have to tax the people who are working. Guys, it's really not a message to be presenting to a bunch of people that are getting ready to enter the workforce. And I'm talking about millennials, okay? A message stating no matter how hard you work, you're not going to prosper is not really all that much of an appealing message to be presenting to a group of young people who are getting ready to enter the workforce. That's why I say I think that Donald Trump is going to win the youth vote. Because millennials, I don't think are stupid. I say that as a millennial, okay? I don't think that we're stupid, okay? We are more than likely going to wake up. At some point or another, we're going to wake up. And I think that now that you're starting to see even more millennials getting ready to enter the workforce, you are going to see potentially more young people making the decision, you know what? I need a job. I need to work. I'm voting for Trump. Because if you want a success, if you want to see prosperity, you gotta vote against Hillary Clinton. And no, I'm not talking about Gary Johnson, because let me tell you something, guys. Every single Cruz supporter that is supporting Gary Johnson over Donald Trump is a hypocrite. Every single one of them. Because Gary Johnson is a liberal. He is a liberal. He's not even libertarian. He's not a good libertarian. He's a liberal. I mean, he could get by with running as Hillary Clinton's vice presidential pick, if that would happen, which I highly doubt it will, because she's probably going to choose Elizabeth Warren or someone else around that area. But, guys, I tell you, Gary Johnson is a massive liberal. Everything, especially regarding social issues, he's liberal on. Pro-abortion, yeah! Gay marriage, yeah! Legalization of marijuana. Yeah, smoke your brains out. Then he even admits to smoking weed. So, I mean, guys, why in the world would you vote for Gary Johnson over Trump when Trump has presented the most appealing message out of all those picks? I mean, Trump is even having a group of people that he's appointing to serve on a board, including Tony Perkins. You have James Dobson. A lot of Christian evangelical conservatives that are well known that are going to be appointed on this board. There's some sort of faith board, and they're going to be, leading the country in that direction. Guys, I'm sorry, but religious freedom is under attack in this nation. And if you vote for Hillary Clinton or if you vote for Gary Johnson over Donald Trump, you are contributing to the destruction and the termination of religious liberty. You're contributing to that because you have to vote for the guy that is going to secure it. And that is something that is very important. Trump has stated time and time again that he believes, especially on, issues like same-sex marriage, and this other stuff that's going on, even with abortion, it should be left up to the states. It's a states issue.
Keeping America straight.
Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. I tell you, I hope the best for Ted Cruz. I really do. But I'm concerned for him because I wonder how he's even going to do in his own state regarding his, Republican primary. I hope he doesn't get primaried, but we'll see. We'll see what happens because I want to tell you, rather you guys realize it or not, whether Ted Cruz realizes it, whether Donald Trump realizes it, Ted Cruz is still a friend to Donald Trump in the Senate for one of the most important things that he's wanting to do. One of the things that he stated at the Republican convention was that he wanted to see a wall built. We need a wall between the United States and Mexico. Well, guess what? If that would go through the Senate, who's going to be standing up in defense of that? More than likely, Ted Cruz. So that's the thing. This stupid feud that has taken place between Ted Cruz and Donald Trump is just absolutely ridiculous. It is. It is ridiculous. Ted Cruz started it. Donald Trump ended it, obviously. But basically what took place here is that Donald Trump knew that Ted Cruz was not going to endorse him, so he allowed him to speak at the RNC, so he let him implode. And it worked. Ted Cruz is clearly imploding. Because, every news outlet, including every supporter of Trump, even a lot of Cruz supporters are disappointed in what Ted Cruz did because basically he said the presidential election is not all that important. Vote your conviction, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for Trump. And that's unfortunate. It really is. It is unfortunate. But anyway, guys, another thing that I have here for you, this is from newsbusters.org. MSNBC warned their sensitive viewers that they were going to show anti-Hillary buttons. Warning sensitive MSNBC viewers that they may want to look away. That's essentially what Rachel Maddow told liberal watchers on Wednesday night before showing a picture of an anti-Hillary button at the Republican convention. The buttons included ones that read Hillary for prison. And she informed viewers, you might find it uncomfortable and so you may not want to look at this stuff. But these are some of the pins that are being sold at the venue. So I guess because, and she goes on to say, because the Republican Party was selling anti-Hillary Clinton merchandise, it's so shameful, so completely unprofessional. I'm sure Hillary Clinton is going to be selling Donald Trump wigs, okay? So I really don't know considering a lot of the stuff that's out there about us, I have my shirt on a very bad T-shirt that somebody put my name on. So, yeah, I really just think it's quite hypocritical that they're making it out like, oh, this is so horrible. Hillary Clinton has Hillary for prison. Oh, my gosh, this is horrible. This is terrible. Well, she should be behind bars, to be quite frank, and it's a shame that she isn't. But I tell you, this is so ridiculous. And another thing, you guys know about about Pat Smith, right? Pat Smith is the mother of this guy who was a diplomat over in Benghazi who ended up losing his life over there. And anyway, Pat Smith has been really going out there and criticizing Hillary Clinton because she deliberately lied to her. She stated, yeah, you know what, it was all because of a video, when she told her own family and told her own personal friends that it was a terrorist attack. Sean Smith was a diplomat over there in Benghazi. Patricia Smith is his mother. Anyway, Chris Matthews stated that the mother who lost her son in Benghazi is a liar. That's what he said. He said she is a liar. And he said, I don't care what that woman has felt. That is Chris Matthews from MSNBC. The guy ought to be kicked to a curb and fired. I'm sorry. That type of rhetoric is just absolutely unacceptable. He needs to lose his job over that. And this is the party that consistently says, the same people that say that the GOP, that conservatives hate women, they hate women, saying, I don't care what that woman has felt. It's a jerk. He should lose his job. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerprogram.com. For the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. From WXMB Studios in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.